We'll talk about it.
I've gone live. It's just connected to Instagram now already, I believe. Yeah, I think it's connected to Instagram. Let's go. Let's go now.
I'll double check.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's live.
Yeah, perfect. Hey, I think just one more and then we're all good. Okay, so I'll just check TikTok. Just one more.
Yeah, there's a bit of a lag in here, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, lag's fine.
The only thing is on Instagram, it's it will zoom in and it will zoom in on like the middle of the screen, so it won't actually show anyone's face. You can just see the like the middle
Right, let me
of
edit
the
the camera
each of our
type.
tiles.
Wait, one sec. What about that? Does that help?
Hold on, and it'll flick between the two. Hold on.
Yeah, that's why today I'm leaving my bedroom for last.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. I'll show you. Hold on. So it's constantly flicking between a full screen
Apparently,
and this here. Send it.
everything's fine. Yeah. Alright. It's the first time, right? You gotta do it how you gotta do it. Let me just get some. Let's go. Wait, you gotta figure out the kinks later on. Right, let me just put out a post. We'll figure out kinks. So I would say. Yeah, by the way, the instant's fine when you join it like this. Look.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, cool.
Cool. Yeah, I think you have to click on it or it just goes weird. Sorry, one sec, boys. Couldn't get it going.
Let's get some W's in the chat.
The W's in the chat. I love it. No, we'll just go.
Oh, there you go. The echo's fantastic.
No. So, what can we?
Did I just hear Prince's voice?
It's low key sounded lit, you know. He's here in spirit.
He's here in spirit. Should be here live. So I'm just trying to share this out, but I can't figure out how to share this. Look. Last thing, sorry, and then we'll begin. Yeah, just we're only like 40 minutes late. It's not the worst.
Yeah, not the worst.
My apologies. I'm
Nah.
not even gonna get into excuses on live. I'll be real.
Yeah,
It was on purpose.
the audience will start to figure out your game.
Can't have that.
So,
It's not even. How was everyone's Christmas?
I wasn't too bad, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it was good, man.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was decent, man.
Bit,
Can't complain. It's
bit of a
granted.
different one.
Cool. I'm ready. All right, let's go. All right, listen. I was doing some stuff, but let's go. All right, let me jump in.
Wait. I'm not there yet.
You're not there
It was
yet.
taking a second, so I thought I had the time in it. Sorry.
I know it's all right.
No. Just give me 1 second. You can still do Christmas stories, no?
You still want to do Christmas stories? Go. All right, go ahead then. All right, what you got? What you got for us?
I ain't got nothing. Nothing in particular. You know? Obviously,
Well, you just said you
we're
had Christmas
Monopoly
stories. What do you
again.
mean you got nothing? Nice.
Well, but here, what's going on? Obviously, it's festive season and that, isn't it? What? Any New Year's plans?
A nice
Aye,
chill one with the family, eh?
Alright, that's how it is.
Fantastic.
Alright, let's get into it anyways. Alright, some of the things I was gonna do, I can't work it out, so we're gonna go. It's the first one, so you see how it is. But anyways, alright, welcome to another episode of The Last Call. I'm your host, Shegs. With me today, we've got a Christmas tree, because I can't see you at the moment. I don't know where you're. If we had longer,
Hey, yo,
we've got a Christmas tree. Alright, don't worry, I'll get to you in a sec. We've got Josh. Yeah, as always, look, I came straight from work. He's here with us early morning to talk about the weekend's games. We've got Trey with us, enjoying the sunshine where he's at. You see how it gets down. And then we've got the Christmas tree, Tristan, back with us, ready to go. Please, if this is your first time viewing us, like, subscribe, follow us on socials, interact with us. We'll be back here in a couple of days for another live stream. The games are coming quick, fast. And we're ready to keep up with it. But we're gonna go straight into it with a game. Probably, I'd say the game of the weekend that kind of showed that they want to challenge, they want to be about it, they want to be ready to compete for the league. Aston Villa going away to Chelsea 2-1. They were 1-0 down in the first half. Emery made a masterclass, done a couple substitutions. Brought on Watkins, changed the whole game as soon as he brought him and Onana on, and they come back and they win 2 points. Trist, if I come to you, like, are Villa looking very serious, or are they in the title race, or you think they just got this purple patch at the moment?
For me, I don't know. Obviously, we have to wait and see. These guys, they're doing the business at the moment. Obviously, Andre Onana come on, changed the game completely, man. I don't understand why he wasn't starting. But yeah, man, Aston Villa, they seem to have it at the moment. So we have to just watch the space and see what they do. But it's beautiful to see. Obviously, we want more challenges in the title race, make it a little bit more interesting towards the death. Obviously, we've got a very interesting game tomorrow. That's what it's about, isn't it? You know, just keeping everything entertaining, but not too entertaining. I hope. We have to leave that.
I'm not too entertaining. What do you mean not too entertaining?
Obviously, we play them tomorrow, so we want to keep it, nice and calm, collected. But yeah, man, Aston Villa look a serious outfit. I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. I'll be real.
Nah, but they've kind of shown the last couple of weeks. They started the season off poor, but they showed the last couple of weeks that that Emery's just got them ticking in the right way. And like you said, Onana, I think him, when him and Kamara on that field, they just hoover up everything. Like there's nothing that gets past their midfield. But to you, Trey, like watching the game, do you think Chelsea kind of let it slip because they had a 1-0 lead, or you think they like Villa just they grew into the game and then figured them out as soon as the second half came?
Well, all I say is if it was other teams, we'd be calling them bottle jobs, you know. But but I'll leave that. I'll leave that for now. Yeah, of course Chelsea let it slip. They were 1-0 up. You know, they're not a terrible side. We can't sit here and say that they're the underdogs in a game like that. So yeah, definitely they definitely let it slip. But I mean, look, Aston Villa have been very good. What's that? 11 straight wins, club record. And again, I can't remember exactly what the stats are, but their goals from behind where they've gone down in the game and come back, it shows they've got fight. Is that going to come and haunt them later on in the season? I sort of spoke on that sort of dynamic with Liverpool where, you know, having to play a full 90 minutes, more than 90 minutes at such high intensity because you're chasing the game a lot. You know, it could come and, you know, catch up and bite them later on as we get later into the season. But for now, they can just, you know, they just need to keep doing what they're doing, make sure they're getting the results. It doesn't matter how they come. I know that personally, it doesn't matter how the points come. It just matters that they get the points on the 3 points on the board. And arguably they are in the title race. So, you know, good stuff around the camp, I'd assume.
Nah, but he seemed like he's got them in the right form, and I think this patch they're on, this is about with them. It's like if they keep playing, they're going to do good things. I think the game on tomorrow is going to be very interesting to see how. I think that's probably why he didn't even start Nana. He wants him for that big game. So, you know.
Yeah. And I was going to say, I think they're at a slight advantage where nobody expects anything for them. We can watch them and say, yeah, they look good. Yeah, you know, they're giving all teams a run for their money, clearly. But they're going into games. They're not, you know, the team that you expect to come out of all the top six games with 3 points. If they do, it looks great. If they don't, who's really to, you know, nobody's really holding to any sort of standard. So they're in a pretty good position. I'd say there's not much pressure on them. It's just, I actually watched the interview after the game, and Emery literally just said, like, we're not thinking about anything to do with the league. We'll think about that 4 games to the end of the season. For now, it's literally just go play, get the results, and go move on to the next one. So yeah, they're in a great position.
No, it's good. Come to you, Josh. What are your thoughts in terms of like the Villa, in terms of them actually being able to compete long term in terms of the season? Would they need to make a signing or two in January or later in the season?
Yeah. On Villa, if they actually are going to go for the title, I think they would need to actually sign more players. I think right now it's easy to say they're doing this well, but then when the Europa League comes and then they have to focus on 2 games a week again, you might see them stumble again. So, yeah, they would need at least 3 more signings, I'd say, if they're actually going to mount a proper title challenge. That being said, like Trey was saying, they've got no pressure on them right now. They keep proving doubters wrong, even when they don't play well. I remember, like, against United, they didn't play well, but they scammed the win somehow. Great goals from Rodgers, but they didn't play that well. This game was a game of 2 halves, and somehow they were able to win it. So, yeah, I'd say it's that they need to sign more signings. On Chelsea, allow me to say this, however, they are struggling because of their whole transfer policy of signing young players. They haven't got experienced people who can take the game by the scruff of the neck and go. And to all those Chelsea fans who are celebrating signing Garnacho, well, I laugh at you.
No, Garnacho's Garnacho.
Yeah, this is what we struggled with though with Garnacho. You know, like he has the final thing. He has the drive to get there, but the final ball or the final decision is just it's always lacking. And I guess it's part of his youth. But then Chelsea have signed the exact same player like in the wings, except for Esteval. I think Esteval shows that he can actually create a bit as well. So besides that, Neto and Garnacho are the exact same player. They run, poor end product. So that's what I think.
Yeah, Garnacho's average. I ain't gonna get into it, but he's average, man.
Yeah.
I've never thought he's more than. He's not some world beater, but yeah.
Nah, but it's what's it called? It's Chelsea's plans. They just sign the same players over and over again. So I think once they get themselves into and take out the fodder, they'll be a little better for.
Question is how much they're going to have to spend to get into that position. How much more they're going to have to spend. How much time is that going to take? Yeah, like, arguably they've got a decent squad, but yeah. I'd say the last month. How long has it been since we played them? I think it's about last month.
It was about a month ago or something like that.
About a month, yeah. Like that run of games is caught up to them. Like they haven't been able to maintain that consistency at all. Which again, you expect that from them. Like obviously, beginning of the season again, they'll shout title contenders. They'll at least be in the race, and now they've completely dropped off. What's that? Because I don't know. But one thing is clear: they've not been able to get that consistent run of games where they're getting good results and it being meaningful. It's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back with them. So yeah, bit of a weird one.
Yeah, I think with Chelsea, like they're trying to integrate Palmer back into it now, which is like. But I keep saying this: Palmer is not. He can do a job for you in the center, but he plays best off the right. And I don't get. Maybe you don't trust the strikers he's got, or even like and maybe it's also because Lavia keeps getting injured. Because I think if Lavia wasn't injured, you could easily go Caicedo, Lavia, Enzo, and then move into the right. Like you don't need Palmer. I think right before he went off, he moved to the right, and he had probably his best action of the whole game. Almost set up a goal that got defended, and I think they just need to figure a way to get him because that's where he's most effective when he's coming off that right. He's in between them pockets where the left back don't know whether to go with him, midfielder don't know, centre back doesn't know where to come with him. But yeah, I think that Chelsea, we all say it, they need a couple years to probably establish who the ones to keep, who the ones to get rid of. Maybe stop buying the same players over and over against similar players, and just maybe they're just trying to see who's the best ones, and then once they sort that out, they'll be all good for it.
Because, like, for example, there were reports that they're actually in for Semenyo again, which how many wingers do you need, bro? Yeah. Like, I building a track team or something. So, I just didn't see like the owners of Chelsea allowing the club to progress. They're literally building an NFL roster. I always think this because fine, you've got all the players now, and then they're thinking of adding Semenyo to this. Like how like say, so there's no actual progression from the board themselves to actually say, okay, we're going in this way with this coach or whatever, which is a bit difficult. And he might be going to City after this, so who knows? But yeah,
apparently.
Yeah, well, it's looking more like C, but yeah. Look, it's Chelsea. Yeah, they're gonna do their business. It might pay off when everyone's sitting there and they've got a couple of trophies in the bank. We will be saying, I wish we'd done it that way, but it is what it is. I'm sure the Chelsea fans would have liked to have come on and actually responded, but they can. It's a tough period for them. They got they move on. Hey, look, you got a couple of days, clear the webs. You go again. That's all it's about. But we'll move it on to next game of the weekend. Arsenal versus Brighton, 2-1. I would say a comfortable win for Arsenal against Brighton. Kind of just showed them, kept them in check. I know Brighton made a little run at the end, but it seemed like it was mainly in check for most of the game. Had Rice playing right back, which is also interesting. I know Timber not playing. Was he injured or he just did?
I actually don't know. But he wasn't part of the squad at all. So I think it might have been a little, probably a little knock or something.
But yeah, it was a nice 2-1 win. But yeah, we'll come to you, Trey. Another win for Arsenal. You guys keep it going. Does it kind of seem like he's got you guys in a little groove at the moment, or you still think there's been a little bit of slow at the moment in the last couple of weeks?
I mean, the performances would point to the latter. They haven't been great. Obviously, I know people are making own goal tables now. You know who scored for the most own goals. Own goals are ruining football.
4 of this month is 4 own goals.
Listen, that's who's it? Wolves game boy. Hey, luck goes everyone's way.
But yeah, I mean, when you're looking at it from that angle, it's not been great. I don't think he's got us. I don't think we're in a groove. No. Or maybe you could say we're in a groove of, again, getting those results over the line when they're needed, which is great. I'm not looking at the performances when we're taking 3 points, but at the same time, it is hard to not zoom out and say, all right, is this sustainable? Probably not. Although, I mean, look, we are getting results. It's not been the easiest run of games overall. A lot of games close together. And it seems like every game that we play is like a cup final at this point. I don't know if, Tristan, you agree, but it just feels like every team is coming out to really try and do something. But having said that, Brighton didn't show much at all. Whether that was us, sort of completely limiting them, which we did for most of the game. We dominated them possession-wise, shots-wise, everything. It's one of the few games where I'd say I wasn't feeling any sort of danger that Brighton were going to cause us anything, which is surprising considering the defense that we put out there. Like that's another defense that I've never seen play together before. Like Rice and at right back is. Do you know what I mean? That's insane. Obviously, it is what it is. It clearly had to be done because of injuries. Had got another injury, Calafiori, right before the game. I'm hearing Timber. I did look actually. Timber, it seems to be an injury. Got Gabriel back, so that's a positive. But yeah, man, it wasn't the greatest performance. But then I think there were some good individual performances with Odegaard, Bukayo Saka. I think Trossard had a pretty good game as well. Rice, although he was completely out of position, again, another standout performer. I'm not complaining. At the end of the day, I'm not complaining. I'm not happy with the performances, but as long as we're getting the 3 points, that's what matters. Got a massive game against Aston Villa, which we've obviously just spoken about. So for me, getting those 3 points over the line is of utmost importance, not just for the table, but the momentum that it gives us. Because, they beat Aston Villa beat us a few weeks ago. Had we then come into this game having drop points against them, it's all bad. It's all long. So yeah, honestly, just gotta wait and see how these performances play out.
Yeah, coming to you, Chris, what was your thoughts on the game? Because I think we were speaking before that it's this period that this December period can get really tough, and it's just about getting wins. But going into a game against Villa, that is literally, who can win it? Like it can make a real change to the league table. Like not performing well, but still doing all right and getting points. Is that a fear, or is that look, we just got to get through, and then when we play Villa, put our best foot forward?
I feel it's a combination of inexperience in a title race, proper inexperience in a title race.
Hey, inexperience,
No, legitimately, like no shade to Arsenal, but they used to finish second 3 times in a row now. Like it's.
I was in my sense through shade straight.
And I think right now it's great that they're fighting, getting the points or whatever. But now they've got City breathing down the necks on 2 points. Any mistake they make, City's capitalizing because City's on 8 wins in a row as well. So Villa's on 11, City's on 8 wins in a row. So I just think, like I said, it's a bit of inexperience with the team not being used to being someone breathing them down. I think they're used to chasing more than something like they're used to leading. So maybe that's getting their head. Maybe it's getting in Arteta's head. But yeah, I mean, as long as they keep getting the points, like any team would like to be what Arsenal is, to be honest with you. Top of the log at Christmas, 2 points ahead, always getting the wins, best defense in the league. So if I was a United fan, I'll take that. So I just think that it might be enough to keep grinding, especially with the defense, because defense wins titles, but attack wins matches. So I think that they might win.
Nah. Hi, Tris, how do you respond to that? Like, you said that you guys ain't used to the title race title. You're saying you guys are newbies to this.
No, fair enough. To be honest, he's not wrong. And with in terms of Aston Villa tomorrow, I don't know, man.
But we started again and can't keep cutting out.
Yeah, Tristan's. Yeah.
We still never made it through one episode without. Hey, when we make it through that first episode, we'll see.
His Wi-Fi is a bandit.
He's got one of them like just connecting off the neighbor's Wi-Fi. But I'll ask that same question to you, Trey. Like he's saying, like Arsenal ain't ready for this. Like you guys are used to finishing second. Like how is that sort of feeling?
Who said?
Like, do you think?
Who said that? Josh.
Yeah.
I mean, look. At the end of the day, it's true. Like there's truth in it. We're not used to it. But I don't know who is that directed at. Is that directed at the fans or the players? Because as far as I see it, there's only literally one club where you could say, even then, they've made a lot of changes in their team. There's only one club where I'd say, they know what it feels like to win, and that's City. But even then,
most of their teams changed though.
Exactly, yeah. Majority of the players have changed up as well. So can you really say there's anyone in the league that's used to winning? Yes, you have individual players from a team. That's part and parcel of football. So for me, I sort of see it. I think that's a bit redundant. The boys, they're up for it. Like I can see they're up for it. The fight is there. It's just the performances aren't always matching. And we've seen games where we've blown teams away, and we've seen games where they're very tight, very close. But the common trend is we're getting over the line. For me, that's important. And look, I have to say, if we're dropping points in these games, the critics will have something to say. If we're picking up the points in a sloppy way, but we're getting the points, which is what they say winners do, there's going to be criticism from the critics. So I'm not really too fussed about that. Me just being real as a fan,
Is it not a thing of like, it's the manager thing? Because I'm saying it's a good thing. Like to be able to grind out results is a good thing when you're chasing a title. But then now is it not the experience of like maybe Arteta? Because someone like Pep in that situation, even though he's got new players, will be able to gear up his team for that title fight. Whereas in Arteta might now be a bit more pragmatic, which can spread down to the players and you can see them like in the way they're playing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So do you not think like the skill issue in management as well? Like, for example, in regards to winning, where there's not winning.
Do you feel like it's a coaching issue that's going on right now, or do you feel like it's just a bit of unluckiness in terms of finishing? Like,
are you asking me?
I'm curious.
If you're asking me,
either one of you.
If you're asking me again, I don't know what you guys would think, but I think it's a coaching issue because I think Arteta has come from a place where he did not have a striker. Now he has one. But I don't think he knows how to use one right now because he's been playing the last 3-4 seasons without a proper number 9 target person to play with. So I think Arsenal is struggling to actually create goals for Gyökeres, in my opinion. Like if you see some of the runs Gyökeres makes, whatever, I'm like, he's right there, whatever. I'm not saying he's been a great signing, but at the same time, I think it might be once Gyökeres actually gets put into the play more, maybe get more goals. I just think that. Who knows?
Yeah. Speaking of Goku, someone in the chat that should be in this right now started saying that like, what is he's feeling that I'm guessing he's feeling that Goku is not helping the team as he should have, as he was brought in to do. Like as Arsenal fans, do you see that, or do you think it still just takes a little bit of time?
It's not helping the team in terms of G&A, but everything else he's doing. If you watch the games, you will see what he's doing. The way he allows other people to have space, he's occupying defenders, making those runs, pulling teams left, right. You can see what he's doing. Just because it doesn't necessarily show up when you look at the stats, doesn't mean he's not doing his job. But once the goals follow, I feel like this rhetoric it has to die. It's lazy. It's very much low hanging fruit, and it's I don't know, man. I'm using that as a measuring stick if you actually watch Arsenal. If you watch, but if you don't, then there it is. Anyway, that's how I feel on that.
I'm very passionate there. I respect it. Look, Arsenal. Look, they keep winning. They keep going. Like whether the people think they're struggling in front of goal or they're doing this and that or on goals, corners, and they're still top of the league. And if they go out and beat Villa on Tuesday, they kill off another opponent. So we'll see how that game
That's a
goes.
must-win game at this
Four
point.
own goals.
That's yeah.
Huh?
Has it been four own goals?
4, brother. Like literally, your top goal scorer for Simba is 4
that
own
not-
goals.
Does that not still like show you how dangerous we're being?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To force
It's
these
true.
errors.
Because those are
How
that's the
dangerous
thing.
who is?
Sorry?
How dangerous who is? Who's
Do you
dangerous?
think these managers how dangerous Arsenal are still like how our attack like is creating these chances, but we're, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? Am I not speaking of sense here?
No, I think
I
there's
get
sense
what
in it.
you
There's
mean, but if
definitely-
you actually look at some of the own goals, they're like own goals, bro. Like the one this weekend where the guy literally
What?
just
The goalkeeper put it in the back of the net.
not like that,
Nah,
but it's
man,
one of
nah,
those like
man.
failed clearances and all that jazz.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
here's
It's not
how
like it's
here's
not
what I
like
compare it to. God, sorry.
yeah, I know, but it's like mistakes whilst clearing, not like pressure, and all that, in my opinion. But no, you guys are playing decent, like outside. I just it's just that. There's the thing. I just wonder when the going gets tough later, like when City is breathing down your neck later, is it actually going to affect you? That's my thing. I guess that's what we have to see.
Here's my thing. It's like we're dominating games. Like that doesn't change. Like we're dominating majority of the games we play in. Now, if we take it back to a Liverpool, they're getting these end of last season, beginning of the season, they're getting all these last minute winners and stuff like that. For me, that's the equivalent of an own goal. You're forcing so much pressure on the opponent that they crack at some point. In this case, they're cracking. They actually are cracking themselves to the point they're putting the ball in the back of their own net. That is due to pressure. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Same with Aston Villa now. We're saying, cool, they go down in the game and they come back. They keep applying pressure throughout the game. They come back, they're getting these goals. They've done it against us, for flip's sake. So why is it any difference where, yes, teams are getting a lot of own goals, but if it's one here, one there, you know, a set piece, it happens every now and then. You don't put much emphasis on it. If it starts becoming a common thing, you have to then look at the other things around it that are leading up to that. Does that make sense? Like, we're constantly putting teams under pressure from corners in the game. So I'm not being funny. Chances are they will make mistakes. We saw it in Everton where the guy handballed it. I can't remember who it was now, but he's under so much pressure. He put his arms up like he's a keeper. That's pressure. The goal yesterday. Again, I can't remember.
That's a madness.
I can't remember who it is. But the ball's coming and he feels he needs to get his head on it. Why? Because we're a threat from corners. If he doesn't get a head on it, there's a chance that another player deeper into the box is going to put it in the back of the net. It just, unfortunately for him, he put it in his own net. For me, it comes from pressure. So I'm not really buying that it's too much of a concern because ultimately we're forcing these own goals. So yeah.
That's true. We'll keep it about there. Look, Arsenal top. We'll see how it comes in the next couple of weeks because it's tight and all it takes is one loss and then teams are back in it. But we'll move on to the next game of the weekend, which was first game was Saturday, 12:30 kickoff. I thought Forest could do a little bit. I thought they might be able to steal a march on City. City managed to stuck it out. It was literally a little bit of a grind the first half, but come second half, they opened it up a little bit, create chances, managed to win the game at 2-1. Cherky had a good performance with an assist and a goal. So he looks like he's running up form. But to you, Josh, does it just show that City throughout the season, they're going to keep that pressure on Arsenal and they're going to make sure that Arsenal, if they're going to win it, they're going to have to, it's not going to be an easy one. You're going to have to work for it.
Yeah, I think it started off very quiet, in my opinion, but now they've quietly racked up 8 wins in a row, City. So they're starting to get that juggernaut run again when they do their whole thing, you know, like they start a bit bad, shaky, whatever, then all of a sudden they're this unstoppable machine. So, and the worst part for me is, or the best part for City in this case, is that they're going to get better. Rangers is going to keep on getting better, linking up with Shirky, you know, Foden's going to keep getting better, linking up with Shirky and all that. So And now, initially, remember, like at the beginning of the season, we're all saying, "Oh, it's only Haaland who's scoring, whatever." Well, now Haaland has not really scored in like 3 or 4 games now. It's been Foden and Cherki and all them. So yeah, they are literally going to become a problem for Arsenal now. I think they've hit that vein of form. It's still to be seen because they don't have the players that did last time, like who helped them get that run. But City are just incredible now. I'll say Guardiola is a good manager. It's like one of the only managers I know who can make a 4-1-4-1 work in the Premier League. It's legitimate. When you watch the games, it's only 4-1-4-1. That's what it is. Like, it's straight lines. It's not even like one of them are like going. No, it's just literally 4-1-4-1. Like, if you watch the game, like Ryan does, Cherki, Foden, and whoever's on the wing. I think it was Savinho at one point. They're just in a line, like in a literal straight line behind Haaland, and they're still doing things. So yeah. Guardiola is a madman, but he works. So yeah, they're gonna be tough to stop Arsenal.
Like, yeah, they seem to have like got their form guy in the last few weeks, and I think the emergence of Foden and Cherki, because on Saturday, no Haaland scoring at the start of the season. It's like if he didn't score, they was doing nothing. But now I see like Cherki, Foden, they're getting a little bit more confidence, and I think that them two are going to be really important if they want to have any chance of doing anything this season. So if I come to you, Tris, like, how do you think? Do you think Cherki and Foden can sustain this and support Haaland, or Haaland needs to get back to scoring, or else they're going to kind of start going downwards again?
To be honest,
right. See, people can actually see what we have to deal with on a weekly basis now. I don't think. And they can see what we're having to deal with. We start that. Listen, like normally they can't see it because the editor helps out, but like we'll see. Trey, I'll come to you. Yeah, do you think Cherki and Foden can like keep this sustainable and like support Haaland throughout the season? Because they're gonna need them if they want to do anything this season.
Yeah, of course. These are good players. I think the only thing Cherki's suffered from injury, a little bit of injury, but I mean, right now he seems to be on fire. I think they need to. I think they need to sustain it because you don't really want to revert back to a team that is relying on the one man to score your goals. They're sort of coming out of that by the looks of it. They're getting a lot more contribution, especially from Foden. Foden the last few weeks has been really, really good. Cherki's obviously been good. But yeah, I think they want to keep it this way and have goals being shared out. So if Haaland isn't getting on the score sheet, it's not the end of the world. They're still able to get that result. So yeah, I think that's the way you want to go. Plus, they know Haaland at any point that you give the ball to him, he's gonna score. This I was can't remember talking about this with, but he's so good at being in the right position. But then Man City as a team are so good at just getting the ball to him in dangerous areas, and he's gonna score. So I think it's a great position to be in where you're not now just looking at him. If you get other players in around the box, they're going to score as well. For me, it's just annoying that supposedly City started off, I wouldn't say poor. They weren't terrible, though. I mean, they were still getting goals and winning games at the beginning of the season, but people saying this is one of their poor starts, whatnot. But they're still up there, like fighting, and they do look extremely strong. They look very strong right now. So yeah, it's a bit annoying for me to watch, but yeah, I think they sustain it. And then once Haaland gets back in amongst the goals as well, it's just going to be a problem. So.
I think also
one of the worst parts is they're looking to add players in January as well. That's the worst part. How can the rich get richer?
It's mad.
Bro, when it comes to Arsenal fans and title races, guys become philosophical, but fair. Yeah. It's a menu to that attack is a criminal offense. But hey, what can we do?
Nah.
See, I don't know. Like we all know that everyone's here, like they're trying to sign Semenyo, but I'm confused because they got Doku. So unless Doku's injury is really long term, I'm like, you're getting a not similar style players, but like a quick direct player. So unless he wants 2 direct players on either wing, but that's never really been Pep style. So he's always normally had like.
Can play 9 as well.
And I also think he wants to do the right.
I can't. I can't
but he's never
imagine.
done that.
Yeah,
He's always had like one really fast on one wing and then one more technical to like help control the game on the other wing. So, but look, you might be seeing, hey, can I just get you might be seeing the way the league's going. You need direct runners. Do you know who so many would have actually been perfect for? And I don't know why they're not trying to get it. Arsenal. Imagine him on your left instead of Trossard or Martinelli. Like if you actually look at Arsenal,
for us, that's a summer deal.
Yeah, I know, but like if you want to put all your chips in
deal.
now, you want to put everything now, you could go straight. He will take you straight.
I feel like if we were to sign a player, I feel like it would be a defender. If I'm being honest.
At this point, this was needed. Yeah, I can't see us going through the phase that we're in and Semenyo being the guy that we go for in January. I'm not saying I think this, but I'm not sure if Arteta would look at a player like Semenyo and say that's the guy to get us over the line, because that's what you're doing in January. Like right now, we wouldn't be getting anyone in January other than someone to get us over the line, and I don't know if he thinks he's that guy.
Why would he be? Because look at all your other positions. Would you say you need anything else except from your left? Like Trossard and Martinelli, they could have games here and there, but like consistently be a threat.
They can do a job.
Yeah, they do a job, but like to be like week in, week out.
Our next like centre back is that 16-year-old. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's because you got injuries. So you're not gonna go buy someone when you've got like 3-4 injuries. They're gonna come back, but like you could do.
Our injuries aren't going anywhere. That's the problem.
Yeah, but you're not gonna go buy. Hey, if you buy another centre back, you might as well. You can play 11 of them.
Arteta would love that.
But I understand what you're saying, but like, do you think like having someone who can do the job will get you over the line? Because, for example, if you get Semenyo, that's automatic goals. Like even this period we have been missing defenders. Your defense has still been good. So someone like Semenyo, even though like someone like Semenyo would then actually add more potency to your attack, making it more like
100%.
Yeah. So isn't that
put in front of goal
to get on the line? You know, just
I don't know. When we get in front of goal, I personally think our defensive injuries have had, and I don't want to touch too much on Arsenal right now, because we obviously passed this, but I think our injuries at the back have really affected our team going forward personally, because our build-up starts from the back, and we're constantly now changing our defense because we're forced to, and that takes its toll. Who was it against? I think it was against Everton. We looked a little bit disjointed moving the ball from back to front, and I think that starts from our defense and whatnot. So I don't know. I don't think Semenyo's the kind of guy we're going to go for in January. I'm not saying I'd be against it. I'd love to have him. If the club's money's not my money, I don't care. And like I said, get him in front of goal, he'll score. But then at the same time, he's not the kind of player still going to break down low blocks or anything like that. So I don't know. I don't know what Arteta would decide on that.
This is it. Most of his work is done on the counter attack. We don't really see the counter attack too often.
We don't see counter attacks.
Teams
don't play that high. You know what I mean? Yeah. Teams don't play that high against us to be playing the way that way. So
his greatest power is nullified. You know, it doesn't make sense. But man. In terms of City, to be fair, actually, I don't even want to talk about City. I want to talk about Nottingham Forest. Sean Dyche has got them organised, man. They looked like they could actually cause City a threat, you know. And I feel like they are due a scalp soon, you know, a big scalp. I'm not sure who they see first out of the people that are in the title race, but yeah, man, I certainly don't want to see Sean Dyche's Nottingham Forest. They look like terrorists, man.
It's Sean Dyche, man. He knows how to get his teams going. You know, that's what I mean. If you want structure, organisation, man.
That's what you bring Sean Dyche into your club for. You bring him in to stabilise the ship. Do you know what I mean? Build some solid, stable foundations, and then you flog him and get someone else who you can push on a little bit more.
Yeah, but that's what he's trying to do.
I think this, for me, this is exciting because I don't think Sean Dyche has had this profile of players before. Usually he's had like people like Tarkowski and all that, people who are just headstrong, shut the iron gates or whatever. He's never had dynamic players before. And if you can see the way Forest is playing now, it's not even like Dyche ball, but like Burnley ball, whatever it is. It's actually progressive, very good football. Like the way Gibbs White is playing, or Jesus and even Anderson, like it's proper football actually. So I think at Forest, if they back him up, we can actually see a side to Sean Dyche that no one has ever seen before. Like, because against City, they were playing very well. Attacking play, the passes, everything was good. It was not shut the iron gates of Dyche ball. It was actually progressive Dyche ball. So who knows, man? I think if they actually give him the players that he wants, we can actually see a side to Sean Dyche that we've never seen before. So yeah.
Is that in January though? For example, I mean, they're literally just above a few points off relegation zone, but you know, is that what they're gonna be doing? Like going in January to try and get some players and strengthen and take them, well out of that position?
I don't think it's a January job. I think it's one of those like the end of the season job. They're gonna look, okay, let's see what Sean Dyche did. Is he gonna stay on? If he's gonna stay on, then let's back him. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Sure.
Nah. Yeah, we'll see how they go when it come January to make some signings. But we'll move on to our next game. Liverpool 2 versus Wolves 1. Hey, first half was looking comfortable. We're looking like we was gonna just literally kill Wolves off, and then second half within first 5 minutes or 10 minutes, conceded another set piece, and then the second half looked a little bit more shaky than the game should have looked. But for me, it's another win. We keep it moving. We just keep it going. As long as we can just stay in and about it. The performances, I still don't say they've been the greatest, but I think you will just focus on being as solid as we can, especially in the first 20 minutes. Be solid. Don't concede early to make your game longer, and then you can build off there. Ekitike looked great again. He looked good coming in, connecting, set up the first goal. Vert's got his goal. And I think he was he was happy he got his goal. And then Frimpong looked decent on the right as well. He looked well. So he kind of looked forward. It's onto the next game, as I can see. But if I come to you, Tris, how do you think Liverpool started to look? Do you think they're looking more like they used to, or do you think they're still looking a bit shaky and whatnot?
Sorry, Prince is killing me in the chat.
What's this guy say?
I'm gonna start off by saying, what's going on? What's he saying?
He said, Sheg still believes they're gonna come back and win the league or some shit.
Hey, listen. Listen to this guy. Hey, this guy he should be here right now, and he's doing all that chat for nothing. When we come to surprisingly overslept after his team. After his team, we talked about his team, but he was back ready.
That's called hibernation.
And then just woke up as soon as we stopped talking about his team.
Before Tris goes on about it, I just want to say I don't like Wolves for the fact that they gave versus first Premier League goal. But anyway, go ahead. that was vile of them.
No,
man.
That's vile, bro.
Fools, bro.
His Wolves, if you can't beat Wolves, if we couldn't beat Wolves, I'd have been might as well call it.
Hey, Tristan, your sound.
Oh, it's bugging again.
Gone.
All right, Trey, what do you think in terms of Liverpool? Do you think they're we're getting it back, or you think they're just doing what they're doing? It's not looking pretty at the moment, I would say.
You're doing what you're doing, really. But the last month or so hasn't been great for results. The last couple months haven't been great for results. So there wasn't much more you guys could do but go back up, come back up. You know what I mean? You needed to. So yeah, I wouldn't say it was the best win against Wolves, especially Wolves being one of the bottom clubs. But at the end of the day, you just need to play who you're facing it and get the results. You're back up in and around top 4 now, which is what you would have wanted. As league defenders, you should be challenging for the title. Obviously, I don't know if you'll be doing that from here on, but as long as you're in and around that top 4, that's where you guys need to be. And then you've obviously got your Champions League and stuff to still be competing for. So, fair play. I genuinely hate seeing Liverpool win. I hate it. I've really built up this internal hatred for Liverpool. I don't know what it is, but
Hey, brother.
but